Well, I think everything's completely mad around here at the moment, and probably it's only going to get worse. That's the broody turkey. Put her back out today. She's absolutely starving. She refuses to eat. She refused to drink. And went straight onto the nest. I've taken her off 4 times. The 4th time I took her off, she just turned around and went straight back. So I thought, that's it. So I've shut the house off now. I've never known anything like it in my life. And the little Moran bareneck hen has gone completely mad too. So I'll go and have a look at her now. But before I... Oh my God, what the hell was that about? Why did you need to do that? Stupid thing. Poor Boots, his eye is all manky. Keep bathing it, I'll have to bathe it again. Didn't know if it was his pupil that was exploding out of his head or what, but it had a big lump on it. It looked like the pupil. And now it's all covered in gum, so I've got to rinse it off and see what's happening underneath. But he's certainly never going to get the sight back in that now, which is a tragedy. But I'm going to try bob out with him in a minute again and see if the two, you know, not normal ones, will get on. I don't want either of them to be alone, and then I'll dispatch the others. Right, look at little Moran bareneck now. Now old Friar has decided he's going to see Bob off. Yeah, we've had so much rain, I'll say the house is going to fall down, but the pond's got water in it again, and everything is again flooded. I sprayed again yesterday, I sprayed the day before, and last night we had another storm, no lightning, just thunder, which I don't understand. Puddles everywhere, lakes everywhere, so the pond's filled up with water again, and the humidity must be about 130% today, I should think. No air, absolutely awful, not exactly hot, just really uncomfortable. Well, I've just given up with the weather and everything here. It's beyond belief, and everything else. No. Despair isn't the word for it. Way beyond despair. But such is life. Yes, this silly little hen has just had a apoplectic fit. She refused to come off the nest, so I sort of encouraged her with some food. When she did come off the nest, there was 1 egg in there, so that's why she wouldn't come off the nest, because there was an unhatched guinea, so it wasn't 2 guinea faces I saw yesterday. It was a chick and a guinea, although they looked absolutely identical. But there we are. So she's got 2 chicks, only 1 guinea, so what a waste of time that was. I've just got 2 guineas, and I don't think either of those will make old bones, but then that's what comes of not getting eggs or having fertile eggs from the best stock. Fertile eggs from also ran stock that it wasn't, you know, the best. I say that one over there ain't growing at all. He's not doing very well at all. I mean, he's feisty enough, but he's just not growing. And the little one that she's hatched out is smaller than what that one was when it hatched. But anyway, she came off the nest and then had an absolute fit. She kept going back to the nest. She pecked one of her chicks that was shouting. She trod on the guinea. He then got lost under the hay, and then she pecked at him. Meanwhile, I'm trying to stop her by, you know, picking her up to stop her being hysterical. Showed her that I had the egg. So she dug around in the nest again, realised the egg wasn't there, came bawling out, had something to eat, regardless of her babies, went bawling back into the nest again, having an absolute fit, flapping wings and squawking, and left her 3 babies out here. Then properly came out and picked all 3 of them, and then started digging them up. And I thought, what the hell? So I just had to get hold of her and keep hold of her. I knelt down so that I could cuddle the babies into my legs to keep them warm, although they don't need to be kept, well, they need to be kept warm, but they're not wet or anything. They've been hatched for at least 2 days, if not 3. Absolutely starving they were, poor little loves. So I sort of nuzzled over to the food and encouraged them to eat, which they did. All 3 of them ate with great gusto. And meanwhile, she's still having a fit. I got red under my t-shirt to keep her quiet, and she was going absolutely insane. I've never seen anything like it in my life. I thought she was going to have a heart attack and keel over on me. So I sorted the nest out again, took some hay out, and put the babies back in the nest, put her at the front of the nest so she could see that her babies were in the nest. And she went in and promptly started digging the nest up again and threw all her babies out. Still having an absolute fit, so I took all the hay out. I grabbed hold of her again, obviously, because she was going to kill her babies. Put the babies back on just bare mat. Put her down again at the front of the nest, in front of the wood there. And she did exactly the same again. Went straight in and started digging everything up, pecking her chicks, and trod on the guinea again, then trod on one of her chicks, then smacked one of the chicks into the wall. Meanwhile, I'm trying to get hold of her without her squashing anything else and pecking anything else, and say whirling dervish, round and round and round in circles, squawking, screaming, tail flayed, open, wings out, flapping. Oh my God, I thought, Jesus. So I grabbed her again, put the hay back, had the 3 babies as well, so I had her under my arm, under my t-shirt, getting scratched to death. 3 babies in my hand, put the babies down there, put her down there, and stood in front of the nest and wouldn't let her go back to it. And she's now settled. It took about 5 minutes for her to settle though. She kept going back to the nest, and of course I wouldn't let her in because I was standing in front of it, in front of the opening, so she kept pecking me and then panicking and going back to the babies, and she did that about 90 times. It was just back, forth, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth for about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. Fortunately, as I say, it's not cold today, but it's very, very humid, so the babies aren't feeling, chilly, or weren't feeling chilly. And then eventually she decided it was pointless exercise doing that, so she just went back to her babies, laid down, but then wouldn't let them under her. They sort of scattered when she appeared because they're frightened to death of her now. And she just laid down, clucking and squawking away, and they just stood around her, but she wouldn't let them in, wouldn't let them under. So I just stood and watched for a bit, and eventually the 2 chicks went under and the little guinea followed after one of the chicks. And she's now quiet. But what a carry on. So I thought perhaps it was old black bayonet there with her babies that was stopping her coming out of the nest, but of course it wasn't, it was the egg. But she seems to think that she had another one in there somewhere, but she was pecking the ones that she did have. I say, when little guinea got lost under the hay, just a couple of strands of hay, she went for him tooth and nail, and I thought, Jesus, thank Christ I was there and grabbed her, otherwise I think she would have killed him. Well, I don't think she would have killed him, she would have killed him. But fortunately he sort of burrowed in a bit deeper, and she lost sight of him for a few seconds, long enough for me to grab hold of her. But Jesus, what a carry on. And all she keeps doing, I've given them the trough now to eat out of, because all she kept doing was digging up the dish with the baby's food in it and putting it all over the floor. And they would end up with nothing to eat, because she would just walk all in it and poo on it and God knows what else. So I put it in the trough now, and all she does is scrape that around the place. But she can't tip it up. Well, as yet she hasn't been able to tip it up. But whether they've eaten anything or not, who knows? They're just picking up bits, honestly. Who would have chickens? Really, who would have them? Give me turkeys any day, providing they're not insane, broody ones that just don't know when to go up. Well, if she keeps on, I'll have to put her down, because I can't be doing with this. It's ridiculous. She's going to die of starvation anyway. So, stupid turkey. So, first of all, she thinks she's male and rides Scarface, then beats Scarface half to death, and now gone completely over the ball broody and won't give over. And it's been that way now for what, nearly 6 weeks? Ridiculous. You alright, little one? What are you doing? Making guinea noises now, aren't you? Yeah, baby guinea noises, proper noises. You're swearing at the paper, are you? Well, we'll leave that up for a few days because she's so insane, this hen. I want her to realise that she's only a mum of 3 and, you know, simmer down. And so we'll leave her private like that for the minute. And then when she has sorted herself out and all is equal, then we'll take it down. Maybe just take down that bit first and leave the other bit up. Do it gently. Yeah, do it gently. Is that all right, little one? It's a shame that these two aren't as close together as her and the hen, because if that was the case, then I would take the little guinea away from her and give it to her, you know, so the guinea would have company. And maybe, if they're all close together completely, take one of the chicks away from the hen and give that to her, so it was all equal, you know, 2 chicks, 2 chicks, 2 chicks, and she would have 2 guineas. And this little guinea would have company, and that poor little guinea would have company of its own kind. It will be equal, but unfortunately it's not the case. This is just sod's law. You know, they're far too old for her to accept another guinea. She would know immediately that it wasn't hers, and of course he's far too small, that little one. Otherwise, I say, if they were the same distance apart as her and the stupid damn hen, these two, there wouldn't be a problem. Just take the guinea out from her and give it to her. And she could have 2 guineas and a chick. But there we are. Right, carry on. Well, I just want to see how she behaves. Right, peace has been resumed and she's acting like a normal broody hen now instead of a lunatic psychopath. The chicks have come out. She's very interested in what's going on. I don't know where little guinea is, he's still under there. Oh, she's making proper noises now, she's not squawking hysterically. She's lifting up and letting the chick go back under. No, she's not lifting up and letting the chick go back under. Yeah. You're going to be a normal mum now? Or are you still confused and don't know what the hell you're supposed to be doing? And can't count how many babies you've got. What are you two renegades doing? Oh, you're over here. What are you doing? Oh, you're following the light. Okay. Oh, little guinea's not going to appear. Oh yeah, the little guinea egg that didn't hatch. That was no fault of hers at all. Are you going to create problems, little black bear neck? You should know that these are your babies now, and only these are your babies, and hers are not your babies. Where's Guinea? Guinea's rushing about up and down here. You can hear another guinea, that's a problem. I'm just going to watch for a second, but I don't know what she's about to do, old black bear neck. Little Moran bear neck isn't phased by her, which is good. Oh, little guinea's going to go back with mum. Oh, that's right, now fluff the hemp everywhere. Put your corn all over the floor, stupid animal. Yeah, the egg, the other guinea, that would have died, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 days ago. Fully formed, didn't have any deformities or anything, but it still had 3 or 4 days supply of, well no, 2 or 3 days supply of yolk, unabsorbed, no blood vessels, no nothing. So it had been gone for quite some time, quite a few days. So that was certainly no fault of hers. Just one of those things. I say that's what comes when you try and hatch out youngsters from not the best stock. Guinea fowl wise, or turkey wise, come to that. I don't know if chickens are quite the same. I think they're probably slightly more robust. But I know turkeys, I say with Morris and Maud, I'm sure they were related, and it showed in their babies. Either from non-hatchability or hatching and then dying not too long after hatching. Or hatching with deformities or just generally weak. Out of all the turkey eggs I incubated, I need to get, I think 17 in the end, out of about 40 turkey eggs that I incubated. Oh, there's a little guinea. Over the year I only got 17, or was it 17? Well, I know it wasn't very many. And then I lost a lot of them through blackhead. So, yeah. Down to 3 males and 7 females. And there's a little guinea. Yeah. Okay then. You happy now? Why don't you take your babies over to the egg instead of pecking hemp, you stupid animal? No, they don't want to eat hemp. Oh my God, I'm going to have to sort this out now. No, she's quite mad. I've just shown her the egg again. And she's squawking away at it. But she's not actually coming to eat it or letting her, showing her babies food. She'd rather feed them hemp. Oh no, perhaps now. No, you're not still incubating. Your babies are 3 days old, for heaven's sake. Person. Hen. Well, they're just going to go off and do their own thing. Well, they're not going to live very long on hemp. Oh, preserve me from chickens, please. Hello, little person. Hello, little person. Yeah. There we are. Thank you. So it takes a guinea to show mum where the food is. A baby guinea to show mum where the food is. Oh, the noise she makes. Oh, that's better. Oh, guinea's eating. Oh, that's right. Tread on his head. Oh, honestly, chick. Good, guinea's eating. That's good. I know the chicks will get on and eat eventually. Whether they eat now or not, it doesn't matter. They'll sort themselves out there. They're not a worry. It's the little guinea. But he's eating, she's eating, so that's good. Mum's stuffing her face, that's alright. She's trying to feed her babies. Not like the other stupid hen over there who just wolf the whole lot down and blow babies, they can starve. Didn't leave them anything. Didn't even tell them to come over to eat. Just wolfed it down, laid down and said, right, that's what I've done. Not once, not twice, but 3 times she did that. So I had to encourage them to eat. Keep her away and pick it up and drop it. Oh, okay. Peace has been resumed. I can get on and do other things now. Yeah. At least little guinea knows where it is and he's had something to eat, so that's okay. Yeah, little person. Right.